More work to be done in Balbalard, so let's dive right in. Alright then, let's see what our next job consists of. Lost girl. Our client has lost her mother. Find the lost girl's mother and reunite her. Okay. Our client, this time we actually have someone to go see. And I believe she could be found over at the inn. So let's head on inside and see if we can find her in one of the very few rooms. It's just kind of a small hotel. There's like, what, 2 rooms? There we go. What a cute girl. She's like a doll. Come to think of it, yeah, she does kind of look like a doll. So lifelike. That's rather strange. Her name is Mia, and she's looking for her mother. Well, at first glance, it may seem kind of innocent enough, something not too much out of the ordinary. Until it comes up saying that she's in Proteus. Wow. Proteus all the way on the other side of the world, practically. Okay. So yeah. Milia. As long as Elk's been living around here and he doesn't even know who this person is, that seems a little bit strange, but oh well, let's go back to Proteus and see if we can find this girl's mother. Oh, sorry about the slam. I was, had to get rid of something. Right, so, hop on the Silver Noah, and we are heading towards East Aldia once again. Our next stop being in Proteus. Now let's see. A good place to check for someone in this case, I believe, would have to be in the apartment complex that Elk lives in. So let's head on in there. And I think one good idea to check would be over to the, I think, the far right. As I think that's where his landlady lives, I guess. We don't really know much about her backstory, but anyways. Excuse me, do you know a girl named Milia? Milia? Were you a friend? She was in an accident and... Oh. So she's already dead. And that is a ribbon. Oh my. Wow, gosh, that's kind of terrible. What happened to Milia's daughter? Yeah. Isn't she her grandchild? Teasing? 9 years old? Huh? Whoa, okay, apparently we pissed her off. Yeah, that would kind of leave me confused too. Leaving me wondering, is like, what just happened in there? She's suddenly enraged and making us go, and it's like, didn't even realize what was going on. Okay, so... Right, we get a ribbon, which was the last thing of this Milia girl. So, well, with not much else to do, I guess it's time to return back to Balbalard and confront the Mia girl and find out what's really going on. Yeah, she was only 9 years old, supposedly, and she's a mother. Yeah, I find that very suspicious. definitely. That's just something ain't right there. Somebody's pulling her leg. This has got to be like some kind of joke or something. I don't know. But then again, we've seen weirder things before. So I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation for all this. We just need to go in there and just ask for further details. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Mother is... Elk? Well, talk about being blunt. Elk is really not one to sugarcoat things. He's just gonna come right out. And yeah. Yeah, sorry kid, it's kinda the truth, and yet... Oh boy. Okay. Suddenly she summons a bunch of monsters. Yeah. I'd be kinda creeped out a bit too. Right, okay. So, select your party to fight these guys off. Pretty much after you take these will-o-wisps down, then things should pretty much wrap up from there. Oh, and another thing, don't worry about having to protect the girls. I think she's fine. She can definitely handle herself. That and the fact that she won't be targeted by the monsters at all. This is probably something you'd expect to see out of a horror movie, maybe. Or something. Yeah, I decided to let Dykebeck have another go, and since it's been a little while, and I wanted him to get some experience going. Plus, to test out his power units a little bit. Even though these guys just really like to dodge attacks. I've learned that these guys can be a pretty big pain sometimes. But still, not too terribly bad. Nothing a little bit of strike power wouldn't fix. You know, I kind of wanted to give Ark a break, but maybe I should have had him along just in case for his weak enemy ability. Then again, I might have to consider if there's anyone else that can also learn it. It'd be definitely helpful. I'd have to see. The shotgun seems to work alright. Good old sawed off here. These guys have quite a bit of HP too. So this will definitely take you a little bit to knock out, unless unless you got something that lets you go all out, does some serious heavy hit damage. Like this person, Choco. You gotta love her storm ability. It works wonders. And a level up to her. Ain't that cute? And we get the strength and fruit. Wow, that's really pretty. That's really sad there, Dykebeck. You got 2 chances to hit those guys, and you miss both of them, even though one of them was, like, turned. I'm starting to wonder if maybe the Dyke gun isn't all that it's cut out to be. Good for long distance, you won't have to worry about being counterattacked as much. But still, I mean... Then again, everybody else seems to be having a hard time trying to hit these guys. Boy, I'm glad we got a healer in this fight here. She needs a new pair of shoes. If we can find something stronger than what she's currently got. I'm sure something will come along soon. And now we are down to 1. Which that shouldn't take too much longer. See if you can finish him off, Shu. Almost. There we go. Whew. And that gets a level up to Elk as well. Nice. Okay. Now, let's see what's going on here. What the... Is that thing... That's... Milia? And was... That girl was a doll? Oh, okay. That kinda makes a little bit more sense, yet at the same time, what the hell? That... Mother's love for a doll. I suppose it's kind of understandable, but still, that was just plain flat out weird right there. Some things are better left unexplored. Yeah, this is definitely one of them. Okay, this job's done, people. Okay, that last job was really strange. Let's see if we can get one that's not as bizarre. Let's see. A leviathan lives amongst the serpents in the southeast cave. His horn is valuable for medicine. Client wishes... Okay. Well, that seems to be a little bit better. We go hunt down a monster and try to get something to help cure the sick. That's a bit... I want to say a bit more normal for a typical guild job. So, of course, this means we're going back to the 2K cave once again. Since our first time through the cave, we don't have to worry about those bats, the ones that love to spam paralyzed breath. Thank God we ain't got to deal with that again. That was a one-time deal. But of course, unlike last time, there was some places that were left unexplored. Now, I have gone through it a second time previously off camera to gather whatever treasures I missed. But since this is something that's required to go through for this job, here's where the Leviathan actually is. This bit right here is where he is and his group of serpents are. So it's a good idea to get ourselves buffed up because we're kind of outnumbered with about 6 or 7 serpents to... Yeah. And this time we brought Ark to help things make things a bit more simpler. Let's see. Lisa, you can't really seem to do much to buff up except the ground shield, even though it's probably a bit of a waste. I should consider giving her some new abilities. Oh yeah, these guys know Blizzard, don't they? Thankfully, it's not too terribly bad. Magic's not that strong. Their bite is where it tends to hurt. But not for long. Now they're really helpless. Okay, Choco. Do your thing. There you go. Oh, that really messed some people up right there. Well, there goes one serpent dragon. Okay, Elk, let's have you do a firestorm. Your classic move. And down goes 3 more. This is probably going to get him another level up. Maybe. Well, I got him an herb. Okay, so I might have been wrong. Oh, now they can't catch items worth the crap. And now they're weak too. God, I love spamming that sometimes, and it doesn't cost that much MP to do either. Not too terribly much. That's the good thing. One might say this is how you could break a lot of battles, like easily, just cheap. But you know what? With what's to come later on in this game, toward the end, yeah, it'll really come in handy, believe me. Alright, how about a bit of explosion? Alright, that's all the serpents. All that's left is Leviathan himself. I think you might want to cure Lisa. That might be a good idea. There we go. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, Ark. We'll throw a weak enemy on him too. And Elk is going to be the one to finish him off. Or Choco. Yeah, Choco will do it. Poco poco! That's pretty nasty. Receive the Sea Dragon Horn. Alright, that's it. That's the job. And a level up to Choco. Nice going. Alright, see you in the next skill job. And finally, we come down to the last job that Balbalard has for us here, and possibly the last one for the game, at least in this town. At least that's my guess. So apparently there's been some troubles in the desert. Oh great, we're going back to the desert again. Some people have been getting either captured or actually disappearing. I want to say captured, but we're supposed to investigate the cause with these sandstorms that keep occurring. Well, this is where the people are disappearing. I bet they're just being kidnapped. Yeah, I'm thinking that way too. Sir, please, no! What the? The girl will be mine as well. Sons, rise and obey your master. Huh. So that's how they do it. What? How can you stand unaffected by the storm? Why? Simple. We're not your typical victims. You've got a smart mouth, kid. Time for me to shut it permanently. I see now. So this was all a gimmick set up not just by a ghost, but by a bunch of robbers as well to try to jump out at fellow travelers, simple citizen folk, to either rob or even kill if they so please. So that's what this is all about. So yeah, basically, it just consists of these guys that's causing trouble. You gotta put them away for good. Rather simple. Get a decent enough party going, and you'll have this over in no time. Sorry about that. Goga needs some levels, so we're gonna have him try to do some damage. First, let's get our magic up a little bit. And Toshu, let's get her range up a little bit. Every little bit helps. And I'll level up. That's also awesome. Wow. Talk about an increase in movement. Let's see. Lisa, let's have you start focusing on that guy. Same for you, Choco. Ow! My god, that does some serious damage right there. Choco's awesome. I am so glad I have her with me right now. And she's only in her 40s still, and she's already doing this much damage. I can't imagine when she catches up to the rest of the group and gets up in the 60s or 70s even. Woo! Oh boy. Meanwhile, Elk here is taking out the robbers with little to no problem. And there goes the ghost that's causing the storms. Still got it, Toshu. Still got it. Since they like winds, let's see how they like Gogan's Wind Slasher. Not real fun, is it? No. Not at all. So that just leaves the barbarian that's left behind. Stab in the back. Oh, I hate it when they do that. Oh, he really messed his day up. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, nice way to finish him off. And with that, the job is done. That's it. We've come a pretty long way completing all these jobs all around the world, but there's still a few left, but not much more. We should be finishing it hopefully pretty soon before you know it. Until then, I'll catch you next time.